think I finally realized what I've been doing wrong to get this girl, which I've spoken about for a couple of videos here. And to be honest, I'm starting to think I don't even care about the subscribers, I don't even care about the views. My life is getting better for making these videos, because it's kind of like I'm journaling, you know? But I'm doing it in visual format, so yeah. I realized what I was doing wrong is I've dated many girls. Many girls, right? I've dated a lot of girls, I've seduced a lot of girls. Like every 3 weeks or so, a girl comes to me and tells me she likes me. Sometimes I reciprocate, sometimes I don't. Like last time I didn't. And so this girl, which I've spoken about, Spider-Man by the way, yeah, which I've spoken about in a couple of videos, where I think I said we used to be friends, but I feel like I'm falling in love with her. I think the reason why she wouldn't like me is because I'm not treating her the same way I treated every single one of these other girls. And I think mainly one of those reasons is that I'm depolarized. Since I joined this school, like, I spend the majority of my time with girls, so I'm kind of depolarized. I'm not as masculine as I was before, especially like during the summer, where I literally like spent like weeks just hanging out with my boys, with my friends. And obviously I became very polarized because, you know, the time I did spend with girls, we were like overly sexualizing them, and we were like thinking about like going up to them and getting their numbers and stuff. We didn't spend any time like making friends with girls. And to be honest, I think if you're a guy and you're scared of talking to girls, sure, just go talk to girls for the sake of talking to them so you get comfortable with them. But me, I'm comfortable talking with girls. And I went from a guy who pretty much only spoke to girls when he was interested in dating them, to a guy who now has like more girlfriends than boyfriends. So I've kind of depolarized myself, and I feel like that's partly because at this new school I don't have a very strong like male friend group. I'm like friends and acquaintanced with like most guys in my year, and most of them are chill with me. There's like one or two who are literally just dumbasses who don't like me because I don't let them be dumbasses with me. But that's bound to happen, right? Like most of the boys in my year, I'm chill with them, but I'm not like extremely close. There's two guys which I'm closer to, but then again, they're not extremely like the most hyper masculine, and they're not the most like self-improved men out there. They're much better than a lot of guys, but you know, there's no 9 level at my school basically. And so because of this, I'm kind of become depolarized. So I'm treating this girl in a feminine manner. I'm always thinking about her. I'm always like fantasizing about her, thinking about what I'm gonna say to her, how I'm gonna tell her I like her, always like trying to get her attention and stuff. Then I realized, like, the fuck is wrong with me? It took me like 10 minutes of listening to like UK drill, which are like these, you know, these guys talking about like hustling and pulling girls and stuff. It's not exactly a lifestyle that I condone, but it's hyper masculine. These guys dominate everything they do, right? It's even like in like the most brutal masculine sense, they're violent. They control people. They have like literal physical power. They could kill people if they wanted to, and a lot of them probably do. So I mean, we realized how much of a pussy I was being. I'm saying I'm gonna start killing people. What I'm saying is, these guys, like, there was a song called like Doom by Nems, which is saying like all of these guys bending over backwards, wasting so much energy on trying to get girls, but he just, wherever he goes, he can just pull a girl. He can literally steal any man's girl. Why? Well, firstly, he's rich and he's like famous. I'm not rich and I'm not famous, but he's also hyper masculine. Everything he does, he had to work hard to become famous and rich, right? He didn't just spawn out of nowhere. And so, if I want to get back into like pulling these girls, because this girl's like pretty feminine now that I like think about her, I have to get back into my masculine self. When she like tests me, because I realized every single time she would like make fun of me or tease me, it was a test to see how I would react, and I think I reacted the worst way possible. I reacted like a little goofy little friend would, like hee 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 hee. I wasn't like solid. I didn't react as with like security. I've literally like been pissed off in front of her, which sounds weird to say this, but like I've been like unhappy in front of her and visibly affected by the shit she said to me. And now that I think about it, that's not a good way. That's not a good thing. I spend so much time with girls. I'm starting to act like a bitch. Like she said something that hurt my feelings, and I spent like an hour acting like pissed off at her. What the hell? I don't even recognize myself. What's wrong with me? I'm literally walking to the gym right now to bench like my, I don't know, whatever, like try and bench a new PR, and which is a very masculine thing to do. But then in my day-to-day life, I get pissed off and I act annoyed at girls when they say something clearly just to annoy me. What the hell's wrong with me? I really need to get back to my masculine. I think I'm gonna do that if I meditate and if I start reading these like stoicism books, these masculine books again. Because if I can't surround myself with men who are masculine like I used to be, then I have to read books written by men who are like that, so that I can absorb their qualities. Because I don't want to be just a little like soy boy who looks masculine. I want to be a masculine man who looks masculine. So yeah, I love making these videos. Like in 6 minutes, I've already learned so much about myself. I really just have to stop being a bitch, start treating her like a sex object, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I hope this helped you realize something. Maybe the behavior you treat, like the way you spend time with girls is wrong. You're not supposed to treat girls like a little like funny, goofy friend, like you do. Like if your friend pisses you off, you get angry because it's fun. If a girl pisses you off, that's like the last thing you should do is get mad, because girls test men. Every time a girl has ever said something to you, she was testing you to see a reaction. There's a reason some people aren't bullyable, because if you don't react, it's not fun. So really, you have to be like literally like a rock. Imagine you're getting poked at. You have to be like the guy who ignores the poking. Eventually it'll stop, but the person who was poking you now respects you and they won't poke you again. With girls, like, it's kind of like poking, but it's more like they're pushing into you to see how hard you are. And like when they feel how strong you are, like emotionally and physically, then they'll be impressed. They'll be more attracted to you because they can feel like if there was ever a dangerous situation, you would be calm, you'd be collected. And I know for a fact that if I was ever in a dangerous situation, I would be calm and collected. But I just thought it was fun to treat girls like they were like my little buddies. It's not. I'm not saying be nonchalant and stupid. I'm not saying don't show your like happiness and disapproval. I'm not saying be unresponsive. I'm saying don't like openly and over the toply react to girls when they mess with you. If a girl says something that annoys you, sure, like you can feel inside of you that it hurt you, whatever, but never show them. Never let them see it. Especially if you like the girl. If you genuinely just want to be friends with that girl, then sure, show them. If it's going to be a genuine mutual friendship, then you should make sure they understand your boundaries. And you should make sure that they don't like hurt your feelings. But if it's a girl you're attracted to, never. Either make a joke back at them, ignore it, like literally don't look at them when they say it, or whatever, you know. You can't see me right now, but make memories, not dreams.